I'm not sure if I should say welcome to my YouTube channel, what exactly I should say, but a thought popped into my head. I was watching something on Instagram about somebody and it just inspired me. And now we're here. So maybe officially welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually quite funny, yeah, because the thought that popped into my head was just that. And I guess that would be the main content of this channel. So let me tell you a story, yeah? So a few weeks ago, I think I had my birthday 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's actually 2 weeks ago on the 29th of June. And like the week before, I was going on a walk that basically inspired or that rekindled the fire of me wanting to start a YouTube channel. And I've had this fire in me for like a while, but the planning process is usually hectic and like having to do editing, a bunch of things that would just make me be like, okay, cool. I'm going to do this when I'm ready, yeah, because I'm kind of like focused more on like the finances and like just the little passion things behind. But anyways, I've wanted to do this for a very long time, but I never really just kind of like found the time to do it because due to procrastinating and focusing on like other things, yeah. But at that point in time, the fire was rekindled. I don't know, I was just feeling very happy and jiggy that day. So a bunch of ideas on what I could do on YouTube popped into my head and the direction I wanted to go. And I decided to like contact a friend because of if I wanted to pursue any of those ideas, I would need help. It was going to be very good content. So I'm not sure if I even had the personality for what I was planning, but I was willing to own up to the challenge. It was going to be very interesting. It was going to be fun. What the entire context behind it was just like 3 months of us creating content that we enjoyed. Yeah, doing things that we enjoyed, exploring, and just kind of like creating content around that. That was the foundation. But then during our planning process, the camera, the designated camera that we were supposed to be using had an issue. Yeah. And at some point, okay, let me just say it. Let me just say it. The content I was supposed to be creating, I was supposed to use my phone. I used a Samsung S23 Ultra. I need to be very specific, you know. But basically, the camera is capable of handling production, basically like content creation. If you wanted to create content with it or like shoot content with it, the camera was very capable of handling that in good quality. So instead of us trying to like, let me say, wait or like trying to like, okay, let's just wait until you buy a camera or like let's rent a camera or something. The solution was like, all right, cool, my phone can shoot whatever we need to shoot and it was going to be good. So yeah, cool. And that was just like a few weeks ago where we were doing all this planning. So I think sometime last week, all of a sudden my camera just stopped working. And this is another thing I'm going to rant about and maybe say a future video. But the camera just stopped working for no actual reason. I went to the Samsung customer care guys. I went to the Samsung office now to try and see if I could find a solution. I could not. And the guy was like, it's a software issue. The fix is going to be to update the phone and they did not have the updates of Samsung in my of this particular one in my phone version. You get the way as the TikTok cam. I don't even really understand. But the point was it could not basically help me. And the only thing that I could do was just the only thing he told me that I could do was just wait until the app they drop an update. And the last freaking update that they dropped on this phone was September 3rd. That was even way before I got to December. So I'm just like, that's the zero case. So basically, our camera being our designated camera becoming faulty was like a huge deal breaker because of beyond just the cost of like let's say we wanted to like go around and like let me say rent a camera because we cannot I don't know I can't basically afford to buy a camera right now. Let's say I wanted to go around and rent a camera. There were also other costs to be incurred. They were going to be like let me say little production costs because we need to be like be out of the house and be on the road. And if anybody knows anything about this country, outside is expensive. So then my friend was also going to be coming in from Lagos. I mean IB City by the way. So he was going to come in from Lagos. So there was also going to be costs related to like transportation and just little things here and there. And just like little by little, it was going to add up into a sum that would be very unsustainable. So just like that, the entire plan was down the drain. But today like I said before, I watched something on Instagram and it just kind of like spoke to me. Just start. And you know the funny thing was today was actually going to be like if the camera did not stop working, it was going to be coming into IB today or tomorrow for us to start shooting content. And then since the thought of something popped into my head, just start. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing here, but this is just me taking a shot at um I don't know. This is just me taking a shot at putting something into the world that is beyond me. Obviously, from what I've learned, because I think I have a great number of experiences that I mean personal experiences though that maybe puts me at a position to let me say just maybe someone can just learn from something that I can see. Or maybe like something that I might see might just be useful to the next person. I think so. Yeah. I mean I know so, but you know, things like that are kind of like quite subjective because what you say is not going to be useful for everybody. But if it's useful for one person, then I'm fine with it. So, anyways, as I was saying before, the day that the content was supposed to start coming together was going to be today if everything worked out fine. But by the way, my front camera works. Yeah, I do. I can't explain it. I can use, bro. They will let me get into this issue. But maybe it's you. Like, I'm working towards replacing very soon. But right now, right here, today being the day we're supposed to start, and funny enough, like the content we're going to shoot today was going to be an intro content. So now I'm making this intro video. Welcome you guys to my channel, telling you guys how this has just transpired. This is probably going to be the first video on here. By the way, I just realized I did not do like an introduction. So yeah, welcome to my channel again. The name is Rising, or the name is Dam Larry. Let's just say Dam Larry. Leave Rising behind. The name is Dam Larry. I guess you guys would learn more about me as we go because I wouldn't even know the words to describe myself. But I like to think I'm a mysterious person. I like to think I am also interesting, and I like to think of myself as a robot per se. But I'm not a robot. I tell you for free. But don't say you hear that from me. You didn't hear from me. Anyways, there's just like a bunch of things I don't even know. I wouldn't know where to start from if I figure out the words to use. Okay, so I guess my message to everyone today would be just start. Yeah, I mean this is a mantra that I've tried to. Well, like it is like basically one of my favorite mantras ever, and I'm going to give you guys the full version. The full version goes: start with what you have, where you are. Well, I think I messed it up. Start with what you have, where you are, bro. I know there's one more phrase, but I can't remember exactly what that phrase is right now. But even though I do still know this because it's like the thing about it is like cliche knowledge is usually taken for granted. Yeah. When something is so common like oh never give up. I mean it's usually taken for granted because it's like oh I've read that a million times. But you really need to understand and apply that. I feel like I've already opened three branches. I've opened three branches, and I don't want to divert too much because I do that a lot when I'm talking about something. I'll just kind of like, I'll just go up the rails. But the point that I wanted to make was just like, I feel like me sharing this story, like me sharing the story of basically how I'm starting this, is just as a way to inspire somebody out there. Maybe not inspire, but just kind of like, just start something, man. And also very important to finish. But yeah. So you know those very common sayings, yeah, that we hear over and over again, like oh, never give up, or just start, or like maybe just whatever cliche example can come to your mind. You know how we all know them, yeah. Somebody tells you, I don't know. I can't think of any other great examples, but I know we all have these great examples of cliche phrases that we have heard over and over again. So when someone says, "Oh, never give up," you're like, "Oh, I've heard that." Or when someone is like, "Just start with what you have." Okay, I've heard that one too before. Or when someone is like, "Oh, you don't need a great phone to start creating content," and you, in your mind, you're like, I know, I've heard." Okay, the problem is you are not executing. Why are you not executing? Why are you not taking action? See, it is beyond just knowing those things. It is beyond having heard them 1,000 times. It is actually about doing them. Yeah? When someone says never give up or do not give up, internalize that. Before you internalize it, I think you should try to understand it. Yeah? Try to understand it. And if it makes sense to you, then internalize it. Realize that, see, there is no way that you would ever make it if you give up. You are basically 100%, you are guaranteeing your chances of failing 100%. And if by not just giving up, even if you might be doing the wrong thing, as long as you are putting in motion, you have increased your chances for success, even if it's by a little. But by you giving up, you have automatically made your chances of succeeding zero. So this is not about your success, this is just about sayings. So back to what I was saying. You see what I did there? That was smooth. That was actually smooth. So those sayings, yeah, that offer us advices, and they seem very cliche. It seems like, oh, we've heard them 1,000 times. For every single time that you want to get pissed off and be like, oh, I've heard that before, oh, I've heard this 1,000 times. Oh, when other people have told me, you need to ask yourself, have I ever actually followed through? Have I ever actually done what this is? Yeah, have I ever actually just started something? Have I ever not given up on something? Have I ever just stuck to something? Have I ever finished something? Do you get? Do you get? That's really important. That's as important as not giving up. Okay, I think I jinxed the ending. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Have a great day. Bye.